Welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood. We are here because we have major Halloween Horror Night updates. Hollywood finally made its first announcement. A Quiet Place will be coming officially to Halloween Horror Night 2024. This is the first shared IP that you'll be able to find at both Orlando and Hollywood. Orlando has already announced 6 of their original houses, and it's important to note that we don't always share the same houses. So let's talk about Hollywood. Here's everything that we know about this house so far. The house will be based on A Quiet Place Part 1 and A Quiet Place Part 2, with the event officially beginning here in Hollywood Thursday, September 5th. You've probably heard by now, but there is a new movie, A Quiet Place Day 1, coming out very soon, which makes us even more excited for this house. Cristal and I love the first 2, but don't worry, if you haven't seen them, we won't spoil them for you. We just highly recommend that you watch them before the event begins. It seems like the most common question everyone has is how are they going to bring this to life? It's literally a world where you don't want to make sound. Well, John Murdy, the creative director, has already taken to Twitter to let us know they're taking a very unique approach to the sound effects and sound design. And just like in the movies, there will be the use of American Sign Language, which is honestly the coolest thing ever. Some of the scenes will include the farmhouse, the cellar, and the foundry as we have to watch our backs from the Death Angels. Needless to say, we're so excited and we hope this excites you too. Shh, just keep it down. And with that, we already have the location confirmed. A Quiet Place will be taking place at the former Walking Dead area. And yes, with every announcement, we do get a merch drop. So we have official Halloween Horror Nights merch 2024, A Quiet Place. Rule number 1, don't make a sound. Very true.
I do have to say, out of everything that they did release, I love the heat activated mug, you guys. Such a fun, cool idea.
Heat reactive, put some hot liquids and it'll show you the claws and the marks. The mug is $20, the shirt is $33. Taking a look at the latest speculation map from Horror Night Nightmares, the rumors were true, it was A Quiet Place. So let's take a look at the rest of the construction around the park and what else we're hearing. Starting with the Parisian Courtyard, this of course was Monstruos last year, one of our favorite houses. By the way, Orlando's getting it for the first time, I can't wait to see what you guys think. The framing looks like it's almost done. This kind of gives me cathedral church vibes. What do you guys think? But it is rumored to be almost a sequel to Monstruos, more Latin inspired monsters. Now, we don't know how many monsters we will be getting this year. Last year we did get 3 inside this house. The biggest rumor is we will be seeing El Cucuyo. We also noticed this luchador symbol, and the orange indicates a scare zone. If you did not know, when you exit this house, you actually do exit onto French Street, which is converted into a scare zone for Halloween Horror Nights. And might I add, this is probably one of our favorite scare zones during the entire event. And recently, spotted at Monster Palooza, shout out to our friend Junior, Luchador Masks. Is a Luchador scare zone coming to HHN? Only time will tell, but how do you all feel about that? I actually think it's a great idea. Moving on to the lower lot, the Mummy Queue. This was The Last of Us last year. It is supposed to be an original this year, and judging by the symbol, it's some sort of radioactive, ghoulish type house. Could Toxic Tunnel be getting its own house, or what if this is an Orlando original that we're finally getting? Either way, the facade is looking great. Way off into the distance, don't forget you get a closer look at the facade when you hop on the studio tour, but this is rumored to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This facade looks very industrial, almost like a meat packing factory, and if it is Leatherface, are you ready for the strong scents? We haven't had Texas Chainsaw since 2021. Arguably, the biggest rumor is that The Weeknd will be making a return this year. If this is true, it'll be going inside Soundstage 15. Regardless, it's always hard to get a sneak peek in here, but all we can say is construction has not started. We do have 2 tents over at Lot H. This is where we had Chucky and the Universal Monsters Unmasked last year. And this facade is huge. And shout out to our friend Jonathan over at The Haunt Line for pointing out that those windows look just like the Demon's Lair in Insidious The Red Door. We haven't seen Insidious at HHN since 2017, and it's unclear if this is going to be based on Insidious The Red Door or multiple Insidious movies. Regarding the studio tour and the Terror Tram, if you didn't know, Universal is actually celebrating the 60th anniversary of the studio tour, which is interesting because there's no current Terror Tram construction, and that'll be going on until August 11th, literally just a few weeks before HHN is supposed to begin. It is rumored that the Terror Tram will be a Blumhouse takeover, and we know they have a great relationship with Blumhouse. Now, honestly, I don't mind if the Terror Tram is Blumhouse because it'll be one theme, all IP, and you know what? I think they'll do a great job. Another rumored house. We hear that The Bride of Frankenstein Lives is getting a sequel. The Bride of Frankenstein Lives was a fan favorite in 2021, and we hope this is true. And last but certainly not least, Ghostbusters set to make a return. Frozen Empire or 1 and 2, either way it's a win. When it comes to the entertainment, last year we did get Blumhouse Behind the Screams, which was actually a fun little show. but this universal globe gives us an idea. Instead, what if it's all universal properties, universal monsters, horror classics, behind the scenes, never before seen footage, and screen use props? The Purge show is actually rumored to make a return as well, but honestly, we really enjoyed it last year. It was something really fresh. We won't mind if it comes back this year. Unless, do you miss the Jabberwockies yet? Let us know down below. Announcements are going to be rolling out throughout the rest of the summer, but personally I think we won't get original mazes until Midsummer Scream. If you didn't know, Universal Studios does have a Halloween Horror Nights panel at Midsummer Scream, which is like the world's largest Halloween convention. We will definitely be covering that event, but that's usually where John Murdy teases us, gives us more insight on what is coming, projects they've been working on, and original maze announcements, and some behind the scenes as well. With all that being said, tickets are now available, and I'm gonna break it down for you as simple as possible. If you or someone you know is a scaredy cat, or maybe you have kids and you don't know if they're gonna like it, stick to general admission. The reason why? You probably won't do everything. Avoid weekends if you can, because it will get crowded. More on that later. If you know you're a fan and you know what you're doing, invest in Express. Or maybe it's your first time and you know you're gonna like it, get Express. You'll get everything done, won't have to worry about a thing. If you're a super fan like us and you're gonna go over and over again, get the Frequent Fear Pass. Just know there are two different ones. The cheapest one does have blackout dates that kick in October. Maybe you haven't been to the park in a while and you wanna ride some rides before the madness of HHN. There's a ticket for you. Or maybe you're ballin' and you wanna live your best spooky life, get the RIP. It's totally worth it from what we hear. And just like last year, early access is available for an additional fee. Crystal and I have been doing haunts and spooky events for over 6 years together, and I've been going to Halloween Horror Nights since 2010, so whether you like spooky stuff or not, you're at the right place. We got you covered. We'll definitely show you the best time this year. Now, we've been talking about Halloween Horror Nights pretty much since last year. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Let us know down below, what do you think? What are your expectations for this year? And don't forget, we do go live here on YouTube every single week, so subscribe if you haven't, follow us for more, hit that like button on the way out, and we'll see you again very soon. We'll have more announcements coming our way. We'll see you soon, guys.